Now let's talk about personalization. Personalization acts like a style assistant for your image creations. By liking or ranking images and creating mood boards, MidJourney learns your visual preferences and uses that information to generate images that match your tastes and unique style. To enable personalization, just go here to the Personalize tab and turn personalization on. Okay. If you see here, I have some profiles already created by MidJourney. So some of you might be wondering, what is a global profile? This is essentially your default profile. If you are new to personalization, you'll need to unlock this profile by ranking images. So the only way you can unlock personalization is by ranking images, and the minimum number of images required are 40. A global profile is affected by two main ways. One is when you like any image that comes on your explore page, and two is by training it. I can train it further, but I'm going to go back. And you can view your creations made in the global profile. So as you can see, the entire Mahabharat trailer that I made was based on my global profile. And if I want to use this profile, I can just hit use profile. Now let's create a new standard profile. MidJourney will start asking you questions like, which image do you like better? You can either like one of the images or just go ahead and skip. Now you could personalize based on a particular project that you're working on. For example, if I'm working on an animated project, I would want to feed into MidJourney more animation styles that I like. So let's click on this one. Between these two, I don't think any style works for me. Let's skip this. Between these, let's go for this animated style. I'm gonna go for this animated style. And let's go for this one. I like the texture on that. You have to feed into MidJourney around 40 images, so take your time and select the images that suit the style that you're going for. But in case you're creating a global profile, don't scrutinize so much. Just like any image that you actually find interesting. Now that we've created a personal profile, you can point MidJourney to this particular profile using this profile code. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, and I am going to. So in terms of code, the personal profile code is --p. Okay, now let's try this out. An astronaut running away from a dinosaur in a tropical forest. All right, let's try that. And as you can see, the profile is here. It's a 16:9 raw image. And we had everything set at the default values. You could also change the personal profile from here. And as you can see, we are getting the kind of image that we are looking for. It is animated and it's got this like vibrant colors. And yeah, I like this one quite a bit. I think this is going to be our thumbnail for this video. Before we move on, another thing to note is that when you use personal profile, the stylization parameter actually controls how much of your personalization is applied to an image. So for example, if I put in 1,000 and take this same prompt with 1,000 stylize of this my personal profile, everything else remaining the same, let's see what we generate. This is looking a lot more like the images that we trained MidJourney on. More animated, vibrant colors. Yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. More stylized, more towards animation. You can see here that there is a little bit of realism in the image. But as we move more and more towards the stylization profile, we are getting complete animated images. But it is also not necessarily adhering to the prompt. Let's head back to the personalized tab. And as you can see, you can also create a mood board by adding from your gallery, or you could upload images, or you could add images from a link. Let's add from our gallery. Let's say our mood board is this children's aesthetic. Hit shift and select all the images that work for you. Yeah, and that's it, and create. Alright, so while that uploads, let's just note that you can edit the name of this profile and view the creations that were made in this profile. Go down, use profile in a prompt, which will copy it to your Imagine bar, or delete the profile. This is our mood board too. Right? Now let's try and use that one. So the same thing, you can view the creations. Nothing has been created with this mood board yet. You can use the mood board. So a profile is --p, while a mood board is going to be --pm. Okay? So personalization is a great way to speed up your process for a particular project. You could straight up go in and call this project animated short, and you could add more and more rankings to further make this particular profile suit your needs. This is known as teaching MidJourney. Any image that I generate with this profile will only reference my rankings, which are 43 at the moment. The good thing about this is you can actually take this profile code and give it to somebody else who you're working with to have the same kind of styling reference. So you might have seen a lot of YouTubers give out their personal profiles for particular art styles. And this is how you do it. While beginning a project, I would say keep personalization off. It just gives MidJourney more data to scour through and give you an image that you might like. Later in the project, once you have enough images that you like, you might want to use personalization and use the mood board of the project to generate future images.